Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dania if you're new here. And in today's video, we're gonna be working on some really fun Christmas projects I cannot wait to show you. The first two are Christmas gifts that I'm adding to a gift basket for a dear friend of mine. And the last project is a very fun Christmas idea that once you see, you're going to want to recreate and add to all your Christmas presents this year. I'm going to be using my xTool M1 Ultra for all of today's projects. Now, if you're not familiar with this machine, it's basically like combining a Cricut, a laser, and an inkjet printer all in one. It is such a fun machine. You can also hot foil, you can use pens. There are so many capabilities within this machine, and I cannot wait to create some unique projects with it. Now, xTool did send me this machine. However, all opinions and projects are my own. All right, let's get started. The first step is to head over to xTool Studio. I'm going to upload my design. This beautiful bow is going on a candle lid, and I'm so excited about this project because this is going to someone who is just as obsessed with bows as I am. I can't wait to show you the rest of the gift basket. Now, I need to head over to mode to make sure I select the inkjet option. There is also a multi-mode processing option, and we will be working with that next. But for now, I want to choose inkjet printing because that's what we're going to do on the candle lid. And yes, we're going to be printing directly on wood. It is going to turn out so beautiful. Now, I clicked back into mode because I forgot to show you the rest. There are multiple options here. You can see there's a blade option, foil transfer tip, hot foil pen, pen drawing. I can't wait to show you these. I'm going to be working on the hot foil option in my next Christmas video. I'm so excited about that. So make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss that one. All right, next step is to head over to intensity and make sure it is all the way to 100. Now, it is completely up to you, and you can definitely test this out on your own. I prefer to have it at 100. I really like the results that way. So next we need to click on mark. Now, this is actually a genius feature that they have. It basically tells the machine where the object that you're printing or cutting is and where it starts and where it ends. So you choose if you want it to mark as a circle, square. There are different shapes, and I'm going to show you what the marking process looks like in just a minute. Now that all my settings are ready to go in xTool Studio, I'm going to get my inkjet cartridge ready. So all I need to do is basically take it out of the packaging, remove the tape, install it right where it belongs, and then put it in the machine. It is as easy as that, and you're going to see the exact steps that I'm going to take. Now, it does have a lid that you saw me take off, that black lid on the left where it says this side up. You have to always make sure to remove this right before you print because otherwise you won't see any ink come out if it's covered with the lid. Once it's done printing, it actually does this really smart thing where it goes back to this area where it says lower cover and it picks up the lid on its own. All these little things really put a smile on my face because I was like, this is really smart and very convenient. So thank you. All right, now I'm just installing it by making sure it clicks in place, and then I lock it in, and this is where I'm marking the area. So the machine tells me you have to put it at point A, click the white button on the machine, open up the lid, go to point B, do the same thing. So because it's a circle, I needed to mark 3 points. If it was a square, it would be different. And the program basically tells you everything. Okay, now that it's done marking, you're gonna see it's going to head over to the paper pad that we installed a few minutes ago. It's going to do a test print. You always want to make sure you have the paper right there because that's how you know you have ink and that you are all set to go. And then we sit down and watch the magic happen. Look at how beautiful that bow is looking already. This video is sped up, but it was extremely fast and I absolutely adore this. Look at how beautiful that is. Now, you can absolutely stop here, and this is what I'm going to do for the first one, but for my next candle, I really want to engrave as well. And because this machine can do that, I am going to do the same exact thing for the first step, but then once it's done, I'm going to install the laser head, and I'm going to tell the machine I want you to engrave 3 hearts around the bow. Now, xTool Studio tells you exactly what to do and what goes first. So once it was done printing, it prompted me and told me that I need to now install the laser head. So if you're ever worried that you're going to forget or unsure what to start with, just know that it's going to give you the step-by-step and you won't feel lost ever. It also has settings that you can choose from, and I'll show you that in the next project. Okay, are you ready to see how this turned out? Oh my gosh, the fact that I printed and engraved all within minutes is something that is truly so special. I cannot wait to gift this. I know that this is going to put a smile on her face and she's going to be so, so happy. I have one more project I need to work on, and it's also going in the same gift basket as this one. And then, like I said, the last project in the video is very, very unique. The next item I'm adding to her gift basket is one of these cutting boards. Now, this is going to be a Santa tray. She always complains that she never has time to do this for her kids, so I wanted to do one for her. You see me marking the area here, and look at these two red dots. That's exactly the marked area, so it shows me where the design should go. And honestly, this is very convenient, and the positioning was perfect. So now the black layer is what I'm going to engrave, and these are the settings that xTool has, and it shows you exactly what the engraved area would look like. So you can just click on it right away. That's what I did. It was very easy. So I just chose the option that I liked, and then I went over to the colored layer, which I'm gonna print out using the inkjet option. So for this one, we need to make sure to select the multi-module processing mode. And then once you click on process, again, it's going to tell you exactly which one goes first and which goes second. And you can see on the right side, it did say that we're gonna start with the inkjet option. So I made sure to reinstall that. And then I clicked on start, and it's gonna start printing right away. Once it's done printing, it's going to head over and pick up that lid on its own. Like I told you earlier, I still find that feature so special. I don't know why I'm so in love with it. All right, and then xTool Studio did tell me it was time to install the laser, so that's what I did, and now it's engraving. Now I chose the lighter option. You can definitely do a deeper engraving if that's your style. I wanted something that looked very natural and matched the style of the print. And you'll see the results in just a few seconds. They turned out absolutely beautiful. Now this video is sped up, but the whole project did not take me more than 20 minutes. And I'm very, very happy with the speed and with how quiet it was, honestly. You could hear the machine on, but it was quiet enough where I was able to engrave and print in the same room that my husband was doing a meeting in. So that's definitely a win in my opinion. Okay, now it's time to take a look at the final result. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I cannot wait to give her this basket. I really hope this puts a smile on her face. I think the projects turned out absolutely gorgeous. I found the perfect towels to go in the basket as well. Let me know what you think. All right, now we only have one thing left before we move on to the last project, and that's creating a card for her. So I'm gonna use this font that you see on the screen. I'm just gonna write down Merry Christmas, and then I want a very simple Christmas tree on the card as well. I really want to use the pen feature that they have because something really unique about this one, unlike my Cricut, is this can actually fill in the lines. So you see me choose that option right here, color filling instead of line drawing. This is something I have wanted for so long. So I'm really happy the M1 Ultra does this because, like I said, I've always wanted this feature on a machine of mine. So it is perfect. Now you see me choose green, but I realized afterwards that I actually want it in red. I made a mistake because the tree is going to be in green. Now, I decided to do a line drawing for the tree because I wanted it to be a little bit of a simpler drawing because the background is going to be very busy in terms of glitter, and you're going to see the gorgeous glitter cardstock I'm going to use in just a few minutes. So here I'm just changing the wording to red, like I said, and then I'm playing around with the settings. Definitely test this out on your own. These are the settings that I liked. You can absolutely change the pen pressure and the speed. I will definitely show you what the machine looks like as it's working on mine with the settings that I chose over here. All right, now we're ready to go. I'm gonna make sure my machine is connected, and then I'm going to mark the area. So because my piece of cardstock is a rectangle, this is the option I'm choosing. And like I mentioned earlier, it prompts you and tells you when to go from which point to which point, and then you just press the white button on the machine. It's very easy to follow and very convenient. And you'll see on xTool Studio, I was pretty close with my estimate, so I was very happy about that. So now I'm just making sure it's centered and the position is great, and then I'm going to click on process, and it tells me which color to start with. So you'll see on the right, it does show me the red one. So that's what I'm going to install. The machine comes with a pen adapter or a pen holder. So that's what you want to make sure you're using. You slide it right in, it clicks in place, and then you're ready to go. Just make sure you click on the silver button on the machine. And now we get to watch and enjoy as this writes down Merry Christmas while filling in the lines. I am so excited about this feature. I think I need more pens because I'm going to be using these for so many of my cards. Look at that. Look at this beauty. We have been waiting for so long for someone to finally listen to us crafters, right? Okay, now once the red portion of the design is done, xTool Studio is going to let me know that I need to now replace it with the green pen. Now you'll notice for the first few minutes, it's gonna look like the pen isn't doing anything, and that's because I didn't install it correctly. I wanted to keep the clip in for you to see, but I basically had to go back in, push it down further until it clicked in place. I missed that the first time, and then when I had the system reprocess it, it turned out perfect. The whole card, even with switching the pens in and out, took less than 5 minutes. Now that it's done, I'm actually going to remove the whole sticky mat out of the machine because I don't want to curl my cardstock. So I'm going to bend my mat instead of bending my cardstock. And then I want to add it to this beautiful green glitter cardstock. This is from xTool. And look at how gorgeous that is. It's perfect for Christmas. So I decided to cut it down to size, and I just want to add my Merry Christmas card on top. I left a little bit of a margin all around because I thought that would look really nice. I'm adding some foam tape to the back just to bump up the white part a little bit and give it a little bit of dimension. I'm just using my magnet to hold the cardstock in place while I position this, and I can already tell how much I love this so much. I'm really happy I did the outline for the tree because it really helps us appreciate the cardstock as well. And this is how it turned out. Look at how beautiful and gorgeous that card is. And that is definitely nicer than my handwriting. Okay, now for the final one that I promised you would be very special, and I think you're going to want to add this on all your Christmas presents. We're going to be working on a custom Santa approved stamp that you can basically stamp onto all your presents. You can do this on tissue paper or on the box itself. There are so many fun options that you can do. Now I'm going with the settings that they provided for me. So as you saw, I clicked on the material I'm using, and whatever settings they have is what I'm going with. Of course, you can test this out on your own. I'm making sure mode is set to lasering on a flat surface, and now we're ready to go. The rubber sheet I'm using is the xTool brand, and it comes in a 2-pack, I believe. xTool has a crazy deal going on for the M1 Ultra. It starts at only $999 currently. I have never seen it this low. I'm gonna have all the details in the description box if you'd like to check it out. I mean, as you've seen, this is such a fun machine. I absolutely love that it's a 4-in-1. There are so many possibilities. I already have 20 ideas going through my head that I want to work on. And like I said, my next Christmas video is also going to be super fun. You don't want to miss it. Mostly excited about the hot foil pen. Oh my gosh, because if you are a Cricut user and you've struggled with their foil tip, you know what I mean. All right, the stamp is now ready. Don't worry about all the dust. I'm just gonna grab a baby wipe. I'm gonna wipe it down. I know some people like to use rubbing alcohol. I'm just gonna wipe it down with a baby wipe, and then I also need to clean the inside of the machine. Now, you can absolutely attach this either to a wooden block, or I'm just attaching mine to an acrylic block. You can either use permanent glue like E6000. I just used washi tape and it was perfect. So I'm bringing in my ink. Now let's test this out. I am so incredibly excited. I'm gonna be stamping the inside of this box because I want it to be kind of like a hidden message in there. I think that will be really cute. And then I also want to stamp another gift box, but I'm thinking I'm gonna stamp the ribbon on that one. You guys, look at this. I mean, just imagine all the different stamps you could create. You can even do funny ones, or you can stamp your Christmas cards before sending them. I'm just so excited about the possibilities. Now, look at this beautiful red ribbon and look at how unique that turned out. I am seriously so pleased. What kind of a stamp do you think you would make? All right, those are all the projects I wanted to share with you today. I'd love to know which one was your favorite. I think mine was the candle lid with the hearts on it. I just feel like this is so unique, and the fact that you can print and engrave all in one machine is just mind-blowing to me. So I'm really excited about these projects. I can't wait to gift them. I think this one is absolutely gorgeous as well. I do have another very fun Christmas video coming up in a few weeks, so make sure you subscribe. Again, I'll have all the details in the description box about this machine. They have an amazing deal going on, so I'll add all that information if you want to check it out for yourself. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you, and I hope to see you in next week's video. Bye!